They want to
he didn't
mention
want to put
EPA.
blame on, but I like his shift towards the public education.
Right.
Because sometimes when it rains, you tell people that it's important that you stay out of the rain, because lightning can also, cause strike people to death, and that is some form of electricity. Downed, lines, overhead lines can be downed with the rain. It can lead to electrocution. So I think the public education too is important. I mean, the Ghana Standards Authority will do what they have to do, but it's also an advantage if you, the individual, you have a little education about what you're buying or what equipment you are using. Because, for instance, you go and spend so much money, invest so much money in solar energy, you have no idea. It's something that is we have to encourage public education, because these heaters, we are used to just boiling the water, on charcoal, on gas stoves, and then pouring it in buckets and using. But times are changing.
Me, I still do if I have to.
Yes, so
I usually don't use warm water, but if I have to, I would rather boil.
Now, almost all the buildings that are springing up,
don't make electricity with water.
Commercial projects have heaters in them.
That's right.
And you just move in, and there's a heater, and you're using. You don't know what it is. Do you warm it? You put it on for the thing to heat, and then you put it off before you get in and wash down. Is this something that we should say to people? You don't put it on and it's live and you're bathing.
Dr. Baumia's aide at the time, Kwabena Boydu. Remember that gentleman who died electrocuted as well, just like what we had in Chama.
The public education that he's pushing, maybe the way he put it, but I understand that it's important because it's coming up almost all houses, and people are living in homes that have those things. So.
But people are even not too sure if they should, because because he raised a question about taking a professional with you to check the equipment. I asked him, people think that they are too expensive, number one. Number two, people think that they don't have enough of them to go around. And then number three, they are not even sure if the people they are getting are really, really qualified, as it were. Because if you're talking chartered accountants, their names are published in the dailies every year. Lawyers, same. IPR. So maybe that's something that they also need to be doing, that these are members in good standing,
but I think,
who belong to our corner, and that if you are looking for services but you're certified, then you can reach out to them. Even though I think that's going to be too much of a cost.
I feel like that's a bit of a hassle, although now you have to be prudent and take your life into your own hands as well, because you can also sit down and say, well, it should be standardized and regulated to the point that there are no anomalies. That's not realistic. But I also don't know how realistic. Every time I want a kettle, I have to go and call Sumisi, who said,
nothing
go
can
with
be
me.
more expensive than death.
That is true.
So whatever it is, if you treasure your life and you're going to get water heater, that's a major part of the building.
That's true.
Equipment in the building. So if you go with an electrician, and luckily the Energy Commission has started the process where they are certifying electricians and electrical engineers for you to be able to work. And it wasn't in the past where you call anybody by the roadside to come and wire stuff and get the equipment and come and fix. So I agree with him that if I'm going to buy such an important equipment as a water heater, I'll get
that for sure. The big stuff, yes. That one.
But which one is the big stuff?
I mean, is he referring to? Because he used the shoe analogy, so that's why I'm juxtaposing it.
Used the shoe for 15 years.
If it's a big water heater, yes. If it's a big, because the big stuff. But I was thinking also of the small things that cause issues. It can blow your house up
if it's not wired properly inside.
I know a certified electrician. I'm going to buy sound system. Sometimes you get people to go.
Oh, that is true. To check it out.
How much more a kettle? Those things are very dangerous. Even iron that you would want to use at home.
Yes.
It's okay if you get a certified electricity. So I need an iron. Can you even go and buy it for me?
He says you can test it out even at the point of purchase.
I agree with him.
That there are others who also buy their kettle from the folks market.
Exactly, and that's what the Energy Commission is trying to stop. So the conversation shouldn't be.
But the thing has to be stopped from the ports. How do the things get into the country? That's the point he was
making. That the manufacturers or maybe the importers will come with a good quality, if you like, sample for us to test here. And then when they come, because there are many items, they will present a few for testing. But do we have the personnel, the equipment to say every single item?
I've gone to the port with somebody who imports electronics into this country, electrical stuff into this country. What I do know that they open the container and then the guys pick at random.
That's the point I'm making. He made the same point.
Yeah, but they will pick at random. So it's not possible that, let's say I put my first, I have 1,000 pieces of the equipment, and then I decide that, I'll put 100 in here, 100 in here, 100 in all the 3 containers. It's not possible that of all that they will pick from each container, because they don't just pick one, test and go. They pick one, test, they pick another. I mean, they're just picking at random. Sometimes they ask you to bring everything down.
Yeah, but we also know that things happen in some of these processes. I mean,
people see people, people know people
doing those things. There could be infractions here and there where people would allow things to just slip through. So he's just advising that whatever it is, if you get it, speak to a professional to pass it for you, because at the end of the day, we are living in houses where the wiring has been done over years. And even do we know, as house owners or people renting homes, that after a number of years you need to get somebody to come and test the wiring to see that they are in good. Look, I was living in a house where I came to work one day. I went home, the whole house was flooded because the tube leading to the tap just broke. And
the pressure
broke. So and I never thought about it. And this is something that I never thought about. Even somebody I can call myself educated. So if he's calling on all of us to pay attention to some of these things, if leaving it with standard authority will be enough, I don't think so. I don't think it will be enough.
Your thoughts and comments always welcome on the Sunrise Show. Hashtag 3FM Sunrise. I tweet at Hughes_on-air. That's HUGHES_on-air. Join me. But here's Professor Alex Dodu. He's the boss at Standards Authority. He had this to say sometime in April 2022. Where he said that the Ghana Standards Authority was about to roll out standardization programs. Listen to him.
We need to have, for me I call it a family conversation, on how to bring those who are working. I mean, take Swami Awi or Makola or any of the informal markets. We are dead as a country. So why are we not figuring out what it takes? And they are organized. If you go to Swami alone, you get at least 200 different associations, all with their heads and with their constitutions. If you go to Makola, the Queen Mothers are organized. We just haven't thought of how they think, because let's face it, we have also been biased. We just take the Western model and think it works. Asusu and Co have worked that. Later they came and called it microfinance. Now we say it's microfinance. I mean, it's frustrating because we have good things, and I know as university people, you guys would blame us, and you are right that we, the professors, haven't probably domesticated these things enough, or rather, having used the traditional wisdom and giving it a scientific explanation. And in fact, my final point would be that look at Veronica Bucket. A Ghanaian creation. We did not give it an exciting name. We did not give it a patent. And the whole world is using it. But the poor Madame Vero, she's still around. She's alive. She didn't get 1 penny from it. I mean, it's painful. If she had been of a different color, trust me, we would have said, wow, V bucket and the whole world, and we'll import it. And so it's really that we have everything, but we just need to position them well, work with each other, especially those who come with the ideas, and most of whom will tend not to have a degree, but they are creative, they are blessed with the creativity, and help to formalize it. And then if we do that, and definitely the Standards Authority has said that we are coming up with standards for those products. I mean, we've started already, and this year we'll roll them out so that they can have at least a mark saying that this is standardized. That would give confidence, and that would definitely give market access. If they start making their money, they will also send their children to school to manage their businesses and keep some of us unemployed.
Well, that was Professor Alex Dodu. He is the boss at the Ghana Standards Authority, and you heard him, the standardization. Well, we look forward to it. George Queening had earlier done a wrap of the unfortunate incident of a father and his son who died through electrocution. They've since been buried, but the memories still linger on. The matter we're told is before court, so we won't discuss the detail of the matter. But here's something for you to think about. Very soon we'll activate the phone lines for you to also have a chance to tell us what you think.
Sister of deceased, Evelyn, cannot come to terms with the death of her brother, Charles Segbeji Pongo, and nephew, Fifi Sebaji Segbeji Pongo. Both were laid to rest on Saturday, June 10. Evelyn narrates that her niece first got the shock from the water heater and reported to their parents, who in turn followed up to get it fixed.
On arrival, the doctors took a look at them and declared them dead. So the police were involved anyway.
92.7 Urban Lifestyle Radio
They did the
Station.
postmortem later, and it was confirmed that they were electrocuted. We don't know because we went on the scene of the incident, but we believe that when my brother fell, the little boy may have touched him, and the current passed from him to him.
She hopes their story will be the end to such recurrent deaths.
Absolutely, I want justice to be served because I have lost my brother and I've lost my nephew, and it is really painful, very raw. I wouldn't wish this on my enemy, and I wouldn't wish this to happen to anybody else again. And so therefore, I am hoping, I'm expecting that the case will progress through court and people will be held accountable.
Sad turn of events there. That's George Quinning's report. We'll see you after these messages.
So the essence of my praise is centered on your grace.
My name is Diana Hamilton, VGMA Artist of the Year